your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go!
It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebola DFM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired, be informed, let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Martin Efanshuku, aka Meta, from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
on the morning drive.
103.5 Ebola DFM.
Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM today, the 25th day of March 2024. Today is a Monday and the time is a minute past the hour of 7. It's time for newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. But before we do that, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories and making the headlines. Please, stay with us.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
You're welcome back to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on The Guardian, Leadership, Vanguard, Punch, Daily Post, The Nation, This Day, and if time permits, we're also going to take a look at Nigerian Tribune as well as the Sun newspaper. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 08096661035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we're live at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Drop your comment on the comment section of the live video. You can equally stream us online via mixlr.com/gistfm. I am Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Bank of Industry unveils a palliative food program. Group proposes a peace commission in Taraba. Textile workers urge the president to save economy and hardship. Minister backs move to ban importation of medical syringes. Group commends Oshomule, Opeburu over Bini Okene Road. Cross River holds the first energy power summit. Living wage negotiations hobbled by debt, poor execution in states. Establish a credit awareness desk. NICA urges professionals. Respect ruling on life packs for ex-governors. Socio-economic rights and accountability project urges Tinubu. Respect ruling on life perks for ex-governors. Socio-economic rights and accountability project urges Tinubu. Operators begin final disconnection of unlinked SIMs. Akpabio harps on parliamentary diplomacy for global peace. Academy advises federal government to divest 51% equity in refineries. Stop stigmatizing tuberculosis patients. Experts advise Nigerians. Water producers link cost of nylon to hike in sachet water prices. Clerics seek innovative approach to solving Nigeria's problems. Crisis looms in Ondo APC as elders insist on preferred governorship aspirants, while private varsities can't be beneficiaries of tertiary education trust fund by Bogoro. Oshun sets up committee on cyber crimes, fake news. UNICEF demands improved funding of health insurance. Appoint next TCNMD from Niger. Youths tell Tinubu. Many fear dead. 15 houses razed as youths clash in Plateau. We didn't approve 6 billion naira for Ramadan feeding. Kanu government replies APC. Nigeria's TB case detection spikes from 106,000 to 285,000. Uni Ilori Vice Chancellor says the labor unions will make his job easier. Textile workers urge the president to save economy and hardship. Reps panel weighs into Enugu community land dispute. Pledges to restore order. A firm crisis. Ebonyi community leaders allege dubious peace accord. Palm Sunday, faithful mark feast with procession, fanfare. Construction works stall in southeast over new price of shippings. Power minister advocates import substitution strategy to reduce dependency. Abia PDP force a repeal of governor's deputies' pension law. Police nab 5 suspects over killing of officers in Delta. Teenager who stabbed the foster mother to death, mentally ill, police say. Residents battle hunger over Okoma military crisis. OPM donates bicycles, others to children with special needs. Fortune Global Shipping and Logistics warns public against scammers, fake job offers. Fortune Global Shipping and Logistics warn public against scammers, fake job offer. Presidential committee moves to train soldiers on gas-powered vehicles. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency busts cocaine, heroin, meth syndicates in Abuja, Kanu, arrests 4 kingpins. Undergraduate raises the alarm over alleged threats to life by cultists. Undergraduate raises the alarm over alleged threats to life by cultists. Nigeria to ban syringe importation to boost local manufacturers. Tinubu cancels events. Advertorial messages on 72nd birthday. Insecurity. Tinubu government has failed. Enough is enough. Northern elders. At least 4 women killed in cash handout stampede. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency seizes 44,948 kg drugs, 11 vehicles in 3 states. 17-year-old who've taken this. Police nab mastermind of attack on Fadan, Kamatan Seminary. Accident claims murder, injures 3 children in Lagos. Kuriga, we will make our schools safe, secure. Tinubu. Police arrest 3 suspects for alleged attempted kidnapping in Bauchi. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Guardian newspaper this morning. Bread no longer affordable. Many FCT residents lament how Kuriga school students were rescued. Defense headquarters, state police, we are fully ready to go in Lagos. Attorney General Okuoma, killers of 17 soldiers must not go unpunished. Obanikoro. World Tuberculosis Day. World Health Organization experts seek high-level leadership action to end the scourge. Nigeria's debts rise to 97.3 trillion naira in 2023 as Lagos tops state borrowings. Kanu businessman fought anchor borrowers scheme, urge a federal government to streamline inventions. Insecurity, federal government redoubles security checks across borders. FEM pledges support for women-driven policies. Group rates North Central worst in open defecation in Nigeria. Adebule flags off distribution of palliatives to 10,000 Lagos West. Oyetola restates Nigeria's commitment to waterways safety. Gunmen ambush, kill 2 policemen, set patrol vehicle ablaze in Imo. Defense headquarters declares IPOB factional leader Simon Epa, others wanted. Police arrest 8 suspects over killing of suya seller, 2 others in Imo. Group lost Lagos food discount market. Stakeholders tax federal government, others to prioritize innovation, inclusion for quality education. FCT, a model for gender equality, woman empowerment, United Nations Women. FCT, a model for gender equality, woman empowerment, United Nations Women. Reps lament infrastructure decay in court premises, judges, residents. Police nab bandits leader who burnt priest house, killed seminarian in southern Kaduna. Surveyors advise Nigerians on how to avoid land scam. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency alerts public on scammers posing as personnel. UNICEF tackles child maternal mortality in Nigeria through health insurance. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. From the Guardian newspaper, we'll flip over to Leadership newspaper. Parliamentary diplomacy critical to world peace. Conflict resolution. Ababio. Again, Yobe governor disburses 50,000 naira cash support to 1,000 orphans. Asset recovery. Otu, not witch hunting. Ayade. Cross River APC share. Amid amendment, Anyoko led group prefers a new constitution. The morality question. Why new Nazi problem in Ukraine persists? Analyst Salah. Governor Buni approves additional 1 month cash palliative to workers. Nigeria must break away from colonial imperialism. Scholar. Enugu government denies unjust dismissal of teachers. Palm Sunday. Christian Association of Nigeria urges leaders to emulate Christ. Customs seek collective war against trans-border crimes. Dignity for Down syndrome patients. Why organized labor can't tackle government over hardship. Stakeholders. Yakasa calls for synergy to end kidnapping. Varsity unions end warning strike. As troops rescue 137 pupils, controversy trails a number of abducted Kuriga school children. Hardship, rent defaults, SAR as landlords, tenants clash. Cross Civil society organization tax Imo appointees on quality governance. Edo poll, APC in Italy backs Opeboro, Idahosa. Drive Cross River Development, O2 charges Enterprise Agency Board. Driving on Nigerian roads is insane. 137 school children kidnapped in Kuriga, north of 287, says Governor Oba Sani. Memorandum submission for state police by governors, a waste of time. Makinde. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project asks Tinubu to enforce judgments stopping pensions to ex-governors. National Interest, Arewa Group seeks Northern Senators' support for Akpabio. Super Eagles, NEITI back score for indigenous coach. Veteran Nollywood actor Amechi Monago is dead. Arase condemns killings of policemen in Imo, Delta states. Palm Sunday, Para-Governor tax Nigerians on peaceful coexistence. Police confirm teenager who stabs aunt to death, mentally sick. AANI hails rescue of Kaduna school children. Ex-car militant group speaks about cooperation with MINUSCA. Parliamentary diplomacy critical to world peace. Conflict resolution. Ababio. Zulum subsidizes a petrol price for Borno farmers. Apex unveils innovation to revolutionize crypto trading in Africa. State of the nation. Tinubu shons lavish 72nd birthday events. Adamawa relocates to 2,330 traders. Police arrest 6 over alleged theft of tricycles in Adamawa. IPOB knocks military for declaring a dozen wanted. Militias intercept 10 passengers at Taraba, Benue border. Ex-Chelsea player Jeremy Njitab files for divorce over paternity fraud. Buni approves 1 month palliative payment to Yobe workers, pensioners. That's the much we can take from the leadership newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to Vanguard newspaper. Father Alias shocking revelations. In Benue, we had more ghost schools, workers than real ones. Niger Delta leaders to federal government pull army out of Ukuama, other Delta Bayelsa communities. Hardship, Tinubu opts for low-key 72nd birthday celebration. Ubiquity of poverty. Sidestepping criminality. Investors eye results of banks amid MPC outcome tomorrow. Buhari lacked political will. Tinubu should be commended for naming terror financiers Major General Ayola. Shagari would have made Ekweme President Ganduje. IPOB Simon Ekpa, Chika Edoziem Egede, 94 others wanted. Socio-economic rights and accountability projects to Tinubu emulate OT, obey court judgment, stopping pensions to ex-governors. Economic palaver, private cars join mini luxury buses for interstate journeys. Kaduna abduction, 137 school children abducted, not 287. Governor Uba Sani. Delta killing, my children will never join military. Widow of late Colonel Ali. Official negligence led to death of Nasarawa varsity students. Falana. Police arrest suspected cultists with 154 live ammunition, 4 local weapons. That's the much we can take from the Vanguard newspaper this morning. From the Vanguard newspaper, we'll flip over to the Punch newspaper. APC suspicious as Adeleke raises cybercrime panel. Minister canvasses syringe importation ban. Fans mourn as a veteran actor Amechi Monago dies at 61. Gaza bid. Bill wants government officials, children to attend public schools. Nigerian varsities attracted 709 foreign students in 6 years. A report. 1999 Constitution lacks legitimacy. The Patriots. Trump border wall idea doesn't work, says Mexico president. Boko Haram attacks Yobe military base, kills soldiers. Ulubadan. Ulukenin enthronement process begin Tuesday. Edo PDP share kidnappers demanding 500 million naira. Family member. Lagos ready for state police. Attorney General. Task force impounds of 470 motorcycles in restricted areas. Palm Sunday. Gaza Christians seek peace. Pope mourns 137 Moscow victims. You can't deliver Anambra for APC. APGA tells Oba. Others. Delta Advisory Council. Union canvass a return of peace. NNPP faction sues Kwankwaso group over planned convention. SANU, NASU resumes today after warning strike. Tinubu plans low-key 72nd birthday. Palm Sunday. Christian Association of Nigeria urges Nigerians to embrace unity, love. Arase questions Commissioner of Police competence over Delta Imo corpse killings. NACON adjusts Hajj fees, intending pilgrims to pay additional 1.9 million naira. Teacher abducted with Kaduna school children died in captivity. Governor, 137 school children, not 287 abducted in Kaduna. Governor clarifies. Suspected herdsmen kill 6 farmers in Nasarawa community. Edo PDP chairman's abductors demand a 500 million naira ransom. Trafficking, beware of fake 900,000. Trafficking, beware of fake $900 jobs. NAPTIP warns Nigerians. Bandits kill 2 during Ramadan prayers in Castena. Vote count begins in Senegal presidential poll. Police arrest suspected cultists with pistols in Oshun. That's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. Punch newspaper will flip over to Daily Post newspaper. Gombe communities groan as water scarcity worsens. Castena, local government area chairman cries for help as bandits overrun Pascari communities. No lobbying. Cham will convince bandits to release hostages without ransom. Jafar. Nigeria seeks joint West Africa regional protection of undersea cables. I will defeat political harlots. Wike boosts in rivers. Number of Kuriga school children kidnapped 137. Kaduna governor clarifies. Abductors of Edo PDP chairman demand 500 million naira ransom. We contributed while in office. Wike tells churches. Sanu, Nasu, end the 7-day warning strike. Akinterenwa, Ayedatiwa, Bika over destruction of campaign billboards in Ondo. Improve citizen participation in bills, supplementary budget passage, stakeholders to Kogi Assembly. Edo, Ebonyi community rejects a peace pact report. That's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. From the Daily Post newspaper, we'll flip over to the Nation newspaper. Parents recounts thirsty days. All 137 abducted pupils rescued, says governor. All 137 abducted pupils rescued, says governor. How to tackle national debt challenge by experts. Federal government to revamp 42 youth centers in battle against unemployment. Afenifere chieftain backs Tinubu's government. YCA greets Oni on birth of twins. Body commits to healthy, clean environment. Caught in gender crimes, excites Girls Guild. Makinde's livestock idea gets kudos. Alumni launches 1 billion naira endowment fund for schools rehabilitation. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Chippers Council chief to use, ignore fifth columnist. Society urges partnership in fight against tuberculosis. Society urges partnership in fight against tuberculosis. How to increase insurance subscription by Ovia. Why all government agencies must be on TSA by Remita MD. RMAFC begins review of new revenue formula. Tinubu opts for low-key 72nd birthday. Killer of our men have murdered peace. FPRO, Force Public Relations Officer. Kaduna Governor Sani says 137, not 287 school children were kidnapped at Kuriga. Submarine cables breaches. Nigeria seeks joint West Africa regional protection. I will continue to defeat political harlots in rivers, says Wike. And that's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to the Sun newspaper at 59. Ihedioha, a shining example. Irona. Christians and mark Palm Sunday with a procession, fanfare, rekindle faith. How soldiers rescued 137 Kuriga school children in Zamfara. Defense headquarters. Obasanjo, Methodist prelate Oti eulogized Bishop Onwaha at 60. Obasanjo, Apugo, Lord Oti for signing into law bills scrapping pension for ex-governors, deputies. Kanu government reacts to Ramadan feeding controversy. Listen to Obi on solutions to nation's problems. Emir urges leaders. Veteran Nollywood actor Amechi Monago dies at 62. Azebe means abductors demand 500 million naira ransom. Attorney Charles Onirimba applauds Ohaneze Ndi President General Iwanyanwu over his developmental strides. Kuriga school kidnap. NEF calls for proper medical checks on released abductees. Brick Hall School wraps up academic term with inter-house sports. No night parties, shun cultism, prostitution, cybercrime. Federal Police Rector tells new intakes at matriculation. Bayelsa Governorship Tribunal, we want justice, coalition. A film crisis. Ebonyi community allows Nwifuru against accord. Federal government experts to brainstorm on emerging development in petroleum sector. Aliko Dangote Foundation distributes 120,000 bags of rice in Kanu. Ramadan feeding controversy. Kanu government reacts, says we set aside only 1.2 billion naira. Kanu, be calm. Kanu will soon be released. Ohaneze begs Southeast youths. How soldiers rescued 137 kidnapped Kuriga school children in Zamfara. Defense headquarters. Shippers Council saves economy. 58.4 billion naira from legal cases. Vessel demurrage. Others. Para Christians observe Palm Sunday in Ilori. Civil society organizations hails Uzodema over appointment of deputy chief of staff. Others. Baba Yemi launches multi-million naira agric projects in Oshun. Lapo Founding Board Share receives a LOWLA Lifetime Award. Police apprehend 6 suspected cultists with locally made pistols in Oshun. Killings, assault of cops, review capabilities of state police commissioners. Arase tells Inspector General of Police. Emir Gwandu urges Nigeria's leaders to listen to P2B on solutions to nation's problems. Diri preaches love at Obaze's bishopric enthronement. Diri preaches love at Obaze's bishopric enthronement. INEC stakeholders meet ahead implementation of Supreme Court order to delineation of Warri Federal Constituency. That's the much we can take from the Sun newspaper this morning. We are tuned to Ebonade 103.5 FM. We will now go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning, on newspaper headlines. Please stay with us.
ga-ezo ka mmiri otite mmadụ nke Chineke ga-asa agbụ n'ụzọ ga-ada ụda ị hụtụbeghị ụdị ya mbụ maka na ọ ga-adị ebube dịka ndị ụlọ ekpere Tabernacle of Praise Adoration Ministry dị n'Ụmụnnya ga-ewetara gị ihe omume ekpere abalị ga-ejupụta n'ike akụghị mmiri bụ nke ha kpọrọ One Night of Raw Power bụ nke isiokwu ya bụ Back to Sender. Ọgwụ ọjọọ ahụ a gwọrọ gị ga-alaghachikwuru onye gwọrọ ya. O mebere ma chefughị ahụ e mere n'isi gị ga-echi ya kụrụ onye mere ya. Ihe ọjọọ ọbụla onye iro mere n'isi gị bụ nke ga-alaghachikwuru onye iro ahụ mere ya. Ọ ga-adị n'abalị 29 nke ọnwa Maachị afọ 2024. Ọ ga na-amalite n'elekere 10 nke abalị ebe ọ ga-adị na Ebunilo ndị ichie họl dị n'Ụmụnnya. Onye Chineke ga-ejitọ ndị mmadụ na-agbụ n'ọgbakọ ekpere abụọ Apostle Dr. John Ọka. Dịka ị na-abịa cheta aja ezinụlọ gị wee bịa. Ihe ọjọọ ndị ahụ niile mere n'isi gị aghaghị iburu Jizọs ikpere n'ala maka na aha Jizọs Kraịst ka ikpere niile ga-egbu n'ala. Jizọs bụ eze.
Country people, another wonderful opportunity don't land for you to secure your own landed property for better location with more money. No, this one a legit info from the stables of Robin Fave Concept Limited. I know say you don't sabi that name by now. Robin Fave Concept Limited, now big name for this real estate business. We get the track record and we dey deliver for everything we talk. Now we bring you Blessed Garden Estate, phase 1 and phase 2. Now we still bring you Airlight Garden Estate and Unique Garden Estate. All these estates, they're the capital city of Delta State, and people when sabi levels don't buy them finish. But no worry, because land no dey finish. And our work now to direct you go where you go get the best value for your money. This time, we don't carry and come your domot with the brand new Golden City Garden Estate, Otulu, just 2 minutes from our Kukuigbo local government secretariat. This one now confirm premium estate when you forget with small money when no go turn your eye at all. Just 400,000 naira for one plot inside our special promo when they on now. From now till 2 weeks time, this estate for Otulu off Asaba Benin Expressway, just 2 minutes from Asaba Housing Estate and 5 minutes from Which Tech Group of Companies. Golden City Garden Estate, they for good location when they say now only 20 minutes it will take from Coca Junction flyover, 10 minutes from Asaba International Airport, and they not far from the express route. For inside Golden City Garden Estate, you go enjoy light and water 247. The environment clean and the day serene for you and your family with good road network and street light go dey shine for every corner. You no go worry about security because solid fence dey around the estate and security men when them train wella go man the gate 247. On top that one, recreational center dey for your maximum relaxation. Wetin you dey wait for? Waka come Robin Fave Concept Limited office make you collect your own plot inside the brand new Golden City Garden Estate. Because special promo dey on now, and for this promo season, you go get 464 square meters of land when be 50 by 100 one plot for only 400,000 naira. This promo now for only 2 weeks. So no dull yourself. With only 400k, you don't become landlord inside this correct estate for we capital city. Call us today for 081 68 32 2403. That is 081 68 32 2403. I say 081 68 32 2403. Once you pay, we go allocate your land, give you sharply, plus give you deed of assignment, register survey plan, and government approved decision. When go show say even government confirm what we do, you no get anything to worry about. Now we dey run now. If you no get all the money to pay now, you fit dey pay small for the one where they call installment payment plan. Whether na 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months, as long as you no go turn your eye, better payment plan dey for you to choose. Take advantage of this special promo when they on now unto say one plot of land, 464 square meters, now only 400,000 naira. Because once this promo ends, the price will increase more. And the promo na just 2 weeks it go last. Secure the future for you and your family. Buy your own land today. Make yourself become landlord inside the new Golden City Garden Estate. Otulu, when the only 2 minutes from Akuku Igbo Local Government Secretariat. Come our office when they inside Jimok Petrol Station, Kilometer 8, Asaba Benin Expressway, Asaba, Delta State. Or call us on top 081 68 32 2403. That is 081 68 32 2403. I say 081 68 32 2403. Now, Robin Fave Concept Limited, they develop Golden City Garden Estate.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebona FM, who will, as the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be?
Our government,
Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifeanyi, number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on 5 FM as Street Reports unfolds
in your face.
On Ema's Nebona de Corner
24/7, 24/7.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Ebona Day 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080-96661035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we are live at Ebona Day 103.5 FM. Drop your comment on the comment section of the live video. We are on to this day newspaper. In view of nation's current mood, President calls off 72nd birthday activities on Friday. Federal government's domestic debt service 4.38 trillion naira in 2023, says DMO. Take total control of solid mineral exploration in states. Federal government urged. Health Minister Pate lists factors causing mental health challenges. Health Minister Pate lists factors causing mental health challenges. Tinubu, federal government, states collaboration facilitated a release of abducted school children. Take total control of solid mineral exploration in states. Federal government urged. Palliatives, official negligence led to death of 2 Nasarawa varsity students. Falana alleges. PDP set up screening committee for Ondo State Guba election. Inflation, FX, others top agenda as MPC reconvenes today. Analysts predict hold on policy instruments. Suspended Enigi drags Oba of Benin to court. Tahir, IOC's divestment will impact competitiveness, investments in Nigeria's oil industry. Export chippers express concerns over inconsistent exchange rates. Moberola, we will build a purpose-driven Nimasa. NASCON, allied industries grew profit by 151% to 13.73 billion naira, declares dividend. NASCON, allied industries grew profit by 151% to 13.73 billion naira declares dividend. Pan-African Bank, Cyber Vigent, collaborates to enhance cybersecurity resilience. First Bank partners United Nations Women to advance investment, growth. MasterCard, collaboration, innovation will shape Nigeria's fintech ecosystem. Battle for the soul of Labour Party as Edo indigenes give Obaseki conditions. Ramat Muhammad, fired but not hired. Ego, from broadcasting to community leadership. Lessons from Okuama killings. Tinubu's statement, final blow to Ningi's pardon allegation on 2024 budget. That's the much we can take from this day newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning. From this day newspaper, we'll flip over to Nigerian Tribune. Japa, 7 necessary skills you should learn before relocating. Nollywood veteran Amechi Monago dies after battle with kidney disease. Abductors of Edo PDP chairman contact family, demand 500 million naira ransom. Sanu, Nasu, NAAT end the strike, threaten indefinite industrial action. Osun government sets up committee on cyber crimes, cyberbullying. Lekki Conservation Center reopens for public use Friday. Journalists charged to report Gen Drive research. Journalists charged to report Gene Drive research. Insecurity, 200 IGP Special Intervention Squad arrives Kaduna. 4 women die during Bauchi Zakat collection stampede. Leadership and accountability. Speaker Abbas hails Tinubu, Governor Sani, security agents over release of Kuriga students. Ramadan, Kanu lawmaker commended for distributing 18,600 bags of grains, 20 million naira to constituents. Kaduna Senator Usman laws security forces for successful rescue operation. Jonathan was never weak or clueless as a president. Bolaji Abdullahi. That's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune this morning. That will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Airborne Ade 103.5 FM. We'll now flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. The soul of those policemen that lost their lives last weekend, rest in peace. And also, Amechi Monago's soul, rest in peace too. Also, the menace of Lassa fever on our schools, markets, and our various homes should be tackled very well to cut or quench the spread of the Lassa fever. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, we have this message. It is coming from Comrade Manli Oduogo from Odume Obosi, and it says, the government of the day is yet to realize we have individuals of talent and initiative who want nothing more than to dedicate their capabilities to their country, but they cannot find, or they can find no way forward. Okay, but they can't find no way forward. Our system penalizes excellence and integrity by its very nature. It pulls down the few who seriously wants to make an economic and social contribution. Exceptionally, individuals who attempt to swim against the tide of mediocrity are often targets of jealousy, suspicion, and intrigues. Bureaucrats and politicians in our midst cannot tolerate such energy and commitment. Thus, they see commitment as a subversive concept in Nigeria. Mediocrity brings its own rewards. Only those who play by the rules written by men at the top will get ahead. Those desirous to introduce demanding new standards will be thwarted at every step. Thus, the siphoning of our natural resources by foreign interests and their local collaborators among Nigerian bigots is matched by the squandering and destruction of our human resources. Unfortunately, at 64, Nigeria is still a tottering nation. May God help us. Comrade Manly Oduagu from Odumobosi, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It's coming from Christian Ufondo from Onitsha, and he says those people declaring Mr. Simon Ekpa wanted did it at their own risk because the man is the person they could not arrest after all. They have tried their best to apprehend him, but all was to no avail. Simon also declared all of them wanted. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It is coming from Agunabo, and he's joining us from Ofa Agulozibu, and he says insecurity saga. Northern leaders, enough is enough. It's very laughable. Where were they when Boko Haram started and no alarm or information to our gallant soldiers? Today, you are calling Tinubu to intervene, and we know that Buhari defeated them technically. An army to declare Simon Ekpa wanted is joking in the highest order, and a noisemakers and killing of police in Imo is barbaric. Barbaric, and he says, and it's not helping. Let us come together and bring lasting relationship and solutions in Nigeria. People have suffered much, and the cost of living is increasing every day. Everything is scheduled to scatter in Nigeria. May God help us as things is still lingering and unfolding. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It's coming from Comrade Ibudu from Abagana, and he says, so Nigeria is in a very big mess, despite all the kidnapping, killings, other mischievous happenings in the country. Plateau youths still clash themselves and kill many. May the Nollywood actor Amechi Monago rest in peace. We thank God for those 127 school children that regained their freedom, and also thanks to the Nigerian security for their efforts through. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It is coming from Mwaloto Patrick from Munteje, and he says, my attention has just been drawn by the statement that construction workers have been stalled in the southeast as a result of high cost of shipping. And I want to know whether the same thing has happened in other geopolitical zones in the country, or is it peculiar to southeast? If the situation is the same in every other geopolitical zone in the country, there is no problem, but it is peculiar to southeast, and that is a very serious problem, and that has to be looked into, particularly now that a southeasterner is the federal minister of works. May the soul of Amechi Monago and other souls departed rest in peace. This is coming from Waloto Patrick from Monteja. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It's coming from Paul Mwizu from Onitsha, and he says, Amechi Monago's death is painful. We must be careful on what we are eating. Very soon, our brother Amechi, he says very soon for our brother Amechi, and he says Nigerians must wake up against insecurity in the country. It is so bad. I suggest we launch security cameras in the planet if we have a steady light in the country. Paul Mwizu from Onitsha. We have a message. It is coming from Chike Obata from Obinetiti Okoso, and he says, kudos to the northern elders. Tinubu has appealed Nigeria, declaring Simon Ekpa and others wanted. What is their offense? Actor Amechi Monago is dead. Very sad. May his soul rest in peace. Yes, if Anyoba cannot deliver Anambra to APC. Afenifere back Tinubu for what reason? Is it because he is doing well or because of tribalism? He continued and says, please listen to Peter Obi. Be patient. Nnamdi Kanu will soon be released according to Ohanes and Igbo. They should be fast before it's too late. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have a message. It is coming from Valentine Edene from Upo, and he says most of cabals and some people in Nigeria government are complicit in this kidnapping. So Nigerian news is telling us that the army rescued 137 children without casualty, without one missing, without a ransom. So suspicious that some people in the federal government are mortgaging people's life because of selfish reasons or to make money per se. He says, may the soul of Amechi Monago rest in peace. Amen. It's coming from Valentine and then from Mpo, but Valentine, you should know that the report also stated that a teacher was killed in captivity. So when you say without casualties and all of that, you should know that it's not easy as well. But thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It is coming from Engineer Ebuka Joshua Dawson, and he's joining us from 33, and he says, I strongly sympathize with the bereaved families of the veteran Nollywood actor Amechi Monago, who died at 62. Bandits killed to abduct woman daughter during Ramadan prayers in Katsina. Nigerian Armed Forces should channel their energy to those bandits rather than exhibiting their power to armless civilians at Okuama. We also have this. Okay, he says, Engineer Joshua Dawson from 33. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have a message. This one is coming from Opaka from Apple, and it says, kidnapping an open business that will destroy Nigeria. Obviously, there's no such activity without military awareness. Truly, kidnapping is a political business the government is using for checks and balance. Opaka from Apple, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll now flip over to our Facebook portal for more reactions. From our Facebook portal this morning, we have this message is coming from Ogugwa Kenneth Okuchuku, and he is reaching us from Umuoba Nam, Umuobalishi Kingdom, and he says dollar is going down, but prices of goodies refuse to go down. I pity masses in this present government of APC. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message is coming from Chinwoba Ume, and he says that prayers to you all in Gaza and Moscow is that God will protect you all. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Chinwoba Ume. We have this message is coming from Dr. Mrs. Mma Olebara from Owerri, and she says, is this all that the government can offer to its citizens? Kidnappings, killings, hitter and titter, and making lives unbearable. Nigeria has become a slaughter slab. Insecurity is a man's worst enemy. Any government that cannot provide the basic responsibilities of protecting lives and property is a colossal failure and should be thrown in the should throw in the towel. Where do we go from here? We can't continue this way. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Dr. Mrs. Mma Olebara. We also have this message is coming from Ozo Francis Nnaman from Amagunze in Enugu State, and he says the death of a veteran actor Amaechi Muonagor is a very big loss to the entertainment industry. While commiserating with his immediate family, I pray that God Almighty will grant his soul an eternal rest. Amen. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. From our SMS portal this morning, we have this message is coming from Sawait from Nise, and he says, may the soul of Amaechi Muonagor rest in peace. Amen. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Sawait. You're listening to newspaper headlines on Ebona 103.5 FM. Please stay with us.
The Easter season is here. Holy Ghost Adoration Ministry UK Anambra Nigeria presents Holy Week camping program to end the Lenten period. Date Sunday 24th to Saturday 30th March 2024. Venue Blessed Iwanetansi Shrine Umudioka. Host Reverend Father Emmanuel Obima Ebubemonso. Come and receive the resurrection power Ikembulenu in all aspects of Father Emmanuel Obima Ebubemonso. Come and receive the resurrection power Ikembulenu in all aspects of your life. For lodging and accommodation, please call 080-3636-9968. Connect with us live on Facebook and YouTube at Father Ebubemonso, spelled as FADA space EBUBE space MUONSO. Come and see God in action.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Airborne at the 103.5 FM and still on our WhatsApp portal. This morning we have this message. It's coming from Iweka Ifani from Ikengaugidi, and he says, great men are those who think of possibilities. Why non-great men think of impossibilities? Nnamdi Kanu is a great man and he believes in possibilities. Senators who said the saboteurs are killing Nigerian economy. The senators are the real people sabotaging the economy of Nigeria by making policies that will only enrich them. And he says Eastern politicians should know that procrastinating on Nnamdi Kanu's release is causing problem in Southeast. Please make una wake up from your slumber, our Igbo elites. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We also have this message. It's coming from John Ume from Okozu, and he says, it is high time we declare state of emergency in our security sector. Every day that passes by, we hear one ugly story or the other. If it is not killing, it will be killing in every part of this country. There seems to be no solution in sight. Then what is the reason for having security that does not operate as are busy playing politics with the lives of the masses, while they and their families are being protected with adequate security? John Ume, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message. It is coming from Agonabo. Once again, he's joining us from Ofa Agulezibo, and he says, I'm so sorry. I'm worried when I hear about the demise of Amechi Monago. May his soul rest in peace. Amen. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. This is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Remember, it comes your way weekdays in the morning once it's 7 o'clock. So keep a date. Don't touch the dial of Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Once it's 8:20 this morning, we'll be back with Birthday Splash. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Have a wonderful morning.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. It's Martin Ifeanyi Chukwu every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebona at 103.5 FM, or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date. How can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on Ebona FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be. Ebona FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be. Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community. Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifeanyi Chukwu, as number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on Ebona 3.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On Ebona the corner 24/7, 24/7.
To become your own landlord, don't they very easy with the different packaging.
Like, subscribe, and share. Right, hit the subscribe button right here. Remember to check out my book on Amazon.com. Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by yours faithfully, Martin Ifeanyi Chukwu.